Assalamualaikum and hi everyone, my name is Luciana. Metric number is 271550. So for today's agenda of presentations are including let me brief about the meaning of MICE. MICE is actually stands for Meeting, Incentive, Conference and Exhibitions. Until today, the terms of meeting industry and events industry have been gaining popularity as alternatives for MICE. The main goal is to bring professionals together, foster connections, promote new ideas, and push the growth. However, no matter how perfect the plan is, the truth is there is still downsides and challenges faced by the MICE events. So, what are the three challenges and how to overcome it? The first one is inadequate and limited size of the venue. One of the key aspects to ensure the success of MICE is choosing the right venue. MICE venue locations must be impressive to the people who is involved in the MICE, be it through the natural beauty, size, or even facilities. Some places are desirable, but are they practical enough and do they have good transportation link? This is an especially big concern when it comes to MICE event. Take example of the Garden News reported by Sirin Kell happening at Sachet Gallery, London 2019. The art exhibition was too crowded even if I came early. Can you really appreciate art when you have to come crane your neck, dodge elbows, and wait for selfie takers to move around? Art gallery lovers in London and beyond tell us that they are actually in the verge of giving up. And how do they solve it? Alright, the first one is to always have a plan B. A good organizer or MICE planner must have plan B for unforeseeable cases. The second one is changing the layout setting or setup of the venue. For instance, you can change it to the U-shape style, classroom style, herringbone style, or hollow square styles in order to maximize and make use of the venue. And another measures are to make reservation as obligatory. Once it is sold out, it's sold out. So there will not be issue of overcrowding due to the venue is limited. Moving on, the second one is the poor time management and time spent during the MICE events. No matter how perfect the plan is, there will always be some time that the agenda that will drag the time and resulted in the whole schedule goes messy. Not only that, the VIPs, guests, stakeholders, delegates, or anyone whom is involved in MICE event will suddenly missing in action when taking care of the booth, went to other places to look around, or even arrive late to the conference. Due to that, the flow of the program or events will not go according to the plan. And how do we solve this? The first one is to always allocate extra 10 to 20 minutes for every agendas so that there will be enough or sufficient time for each of the plan, be it meeting, conferences, incentive travels, or even at the exhibition. Second one is make a schedule or changing shift, assigning delegates the time instead of making them working on the full time in a day, be it conference, at a meeting, at incentive travels, or event exhibition, will allow them to have enough time to focus on important things and reduce the workload. So they won't be having any problem in the time management. Alright, the third challenge is the financial problem. Financial problem can include the unexpected expenses, overspending, or lack of budget. For instance, conferences and conventions are traditionally associated with huge waste of printed materials, conference merchandising, non-reusable exhibition materials, or a single-use food and drink containers. The carbon footprint from all the travel as well as is undeniable. This resulted in overspending. The same goes to the unexpected budget or lack of budget during the MICE events. And how do we solve this one? It's through sponsorship. Sponsorship helps to generate new leads in exchanging financial or in-kind support. This will be a win-win situation and relationship between the MICE events organizers, the sponsors, and the attendees, delegate, companies, businesses, people, and even the visitors to benefit from. The second one is implementing the green practices. As I mentioned earlier, there are too many of the use of papers. Hence, the responsibility for environmental practices lies on the international conference and congress organizations. There is such a move to green meetings by offsetting the harm that they do. One such example is the Taiwan Ministry of Economic Affairs Green MICE Guidelines. Taiwan actually sustained and attained success with Green MICE project reported by the MC Asia News. This is the example of the model that they use in order to practice the green practices. As a result, this effort will reduce the environmental impact on MICE industry and even educate the community to encourage the visitors, exhibitors, third parties to engage in sustainable initiatives, promote environmental conservation and sustainable development. Alright, before we jump to the conclusion, let me add on another extra challenges that can be included as well, which is the old and outdated technology. As most of the MICE industry keep evolving and updating as well, it's very crucial for us to know the skills and knowledges accordance to the advancement of technology. But how do we solve this? The first one is to hire event company professionals for MICE events. And the next one is to start to do innovation instead of keep using the old technology. For example, IoT, VR, face recognition, and especially when it comes to registration. It is very important for us to acknowledge the challenges of MICE industry or events and take the lessons from it for the betterment in the future. Thank you for watching.